Hello world and all that inhabited. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to, record guitars, but amp them digitally after the fact. If you want to know what that sounds like, it sounds a little bit like this. Something like that. But yeah, basically you're going to need a couple of things for this. You're going to need a guitar, obviously. You're going to need an audio interface. In my case, I've got a Scarlett 2i4, I'm pretty sure. I'm not exactly sure on it, but I remember it was relatively cheap and it did the job well, so that's why I've got it. And you're gonna need the pull-in plugins, which are just VSTs, they're free. You'll find them, just Google them, and a couple of impulse responses. And you're gonna need your audio interfaces drivers, so that's the first thing you want to get set up. So you go to audio settings, select your driver, preferably your sound card's drivers that are recommended for use. That way you'll get the lowest latencies. My buffer length is, I think, 2 milliseconds. 2 milliseconds. That's all the waiting I need to do. I've been playing guitar analog, like with normal, non-digital keyer for the past 7 years, and yep, no problems yet. So, first off, what we're going to do is we're going to select our input on a guitar channel. My guitar is plugged into input 1. My microphone is plugged into input 2. And that's why you can hear the phasing issues. Woo! If I reverse polarity, there we go. Anyway, that aside, I'm back into a guitar. So, right, the next step is we're going to load up Patcher. No, not Pitcher. Patcher. Jesus, that lag. Alright, and now our guitar sound won't be coming out. Well, it will be coming out of our microphone, but it won't be coming out of Patcher because we've got to route them. Oh, Jesus. And now we've got that. So now we just need to load in a limiter first. That acts as a gain boost. Gain slammed all the way up. Next thing we need is Maximus. And you can make a quick gate if you just right click on this and then drag it back to -46, which is you hold down Alt and then you drag it back. And you should be able to get it to about -40 something. And then it won't be effective at all. And then we're going to load in our pull-in amp. My favourite's the pull-in 546. It's a wicked sounding amp, and yeah, it'll speak for itself. Just let me set the amp up, so I double click on it, and I'll set it to my A channel. Drag that out a bit. Scoop the mids like every other metal guitarist. Take the bass down a bit to give me a bit faster of a tap. Treble off a tiny little bit and contour just a little bit back. High quality, and you're about to hear the best guitar tone in the world. Oh my god, I am kidding. The reason this is because you do not have a cabinet. Contrary to popular belief, it's not the amp that sounds good, it's the cabinet. So to fix this, this is where your impulse responses come in. I've got an entire file of them. So, yeah, got a couple of cabinets here. And they're just little clicks. So what you do, you load up your Fruity Convolver, drag her in, and then you double click on the convolver, dry all the way off. Wet where it is perfectly fine, and then your guitar will still sound like shit, but it'll sound all echoey. That's really bitching. But if you just drag one of the impulse responses in there, and then you play, nice and bassy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, you can do a couple of other really cool things. Like, I like to chuck a distortion pedal before the amp. TS808, it's free. Get it. And then just turn the drive off a bit. So this is before. And this is after. Another thing I like to do is I can add an EQ before or after. If I add the EQ before the amp and the other stuff, that acts as my pickup control. So I can have a piece of shit guitar and it sounds pristine because I have perfect control. Or I can add it after the amp and then just scoop the mids. This shows you how metal you are. And if you're really metal, you go all the way down there. And if you really kvelt, if that's even how you pronounce that word, you do this. But yeah, this is just all very basic. And because you've done it all in Patcher, you can save it. Like I've done with several other amps that I've done, like my metal tone. Like this one. This is the one that I use in a lot of my productions. Notice the low end is scooped out. This is because the bass will fill in those lower frequencies. Etc. But yeah, I'm probably dragging this on a bit. But yeah, those couple of things. A guitar, your lead, your audio interface, the pull-in plugins with your couple of impulse responses, and those audio card drivers. Get those, and yep, you can just have a bitchin' time. Alright guys, have a good one. And then I'll close that. Please tell me Edison was recording. Yes, it was.